I'm a third-year PhD student in the Ecology, Evolution, and Behavior program, and my two advisors are Dr. Peter Tippin and Dr. David Muller. The title of my Living Labs project is Evolution in Urban Environments, and I'm using common ragweed to investigate whether it's adapted to living in urban and rural places. The goals of the project are to investigate whether common ragweed has changed its phenotype in response to living in urban areas versus living in rural areas, which I classify as sort of agricultural and pastoral landscapes. So this particular site is part of 4 different field sites I have this summer that's investigating that question. Urbanization is something that's really widespread. As most people know, cities are everywhere, and it's currently projected that by 2050, probably 60% of the population will be living in cities. But research in urban environments is a relatively new field, and there's been some studies on biodiversity and looking at how birds and amphibians have responded to urbanization, but relatively little work has been done that's specifically looked at whether plants have evolved in response to the selective pressures in urban environments. For this project, I chose to work on common ragweed because it's a native plant that's found all across North America. It's also highly abundant in urban and rural areas, so it makes it a good plant for going out and finding and collecting seeds. In terms of both biological and medical importance, it's highly invasive in Europe, so it's of interest from that perspective, and it's also the leading cause of hay fever in late August every year. The funding for this project I received through a fellowship through the Bell Natural History Museum, specifically the Florence Rothman Fellowship. And really, Living Labs has been huge for this project because, not surprisingly, it's pretty hard to find a large area within the city where someone's going to let you plant a bunch of plants. So when I found out about Living Labs, I was really happy, and I was even happier when they awarded me the space. So they've been really instrumental, and then Land Care, they were the ones that suggested this area, which they call Scooterville, because it's flat and it's old railroad land and it's not currently being developed. And then also, actually on the St. Paul campus, the managers there who run the station lent us a tiller for tilling the land in here. I would say that it's already successful because the plants are growing and alive, and I'm currently collecting data, and that's really project success. Hopefully, if they survive and don't get totally eaten by bunnies, then it'll be successful come the fall. So it'll really be come October, when the first frost hits, that I'll have all my data and I can start analyzing it to really see if it's addressing my question. If people are interested in helping me in any of my research, they can just look up my name. I have a website which is also linked to the little QR code on the sign. And then I also wanted to thank CBS undergraduates like Eric Bolton, who have been really helpful in helping me collect